All of the Reign of Jafar cards have been revealed, and what's really going on with this Lumiere. All that and so much more right now on Lorcana Alert. Over on YouTube, we want to bring your attention to Ravensburger Games YouTube channel. You might not ever have heard of the Ravensburger Games YouTube channel, but you're going to want to know this because this is where they said that they'll be posting the updates to Disney Lorcana. Like what they talk about on the weekly Lorecast that they stream on Twitch, they said that they'll upload those videos to this YouTube channel. And you can see that last week they uploaded the Welcome to the Next Chapter of the Disney Lorcana trading card game video. This is the pre-recorded portion of the VOD that was streamed for the next chapter on Twitch. So if you want some more Disney Lorcana official communication, go check out this YouTube channel. You might even learn how to play Villainous while you're there. This week on Lorcana Alert, there's not too much for us to talk about for the meta report, but if you do want a good meta report breakdown, you can go over to youtube.com/Lorcana Villain. He breaks down all of the winning decks in a fun video. If you like easy listening Lorcana stuff, knowing about the competitive decks, go check out Lorcana Villain if you want to know about all the decks that are winning right now. I've joked about OTKs in the past that require some setup, but this one seems a little bit real. Like, sure, you can do a one-turn game-winning situation if you have 20 characters on the board that quest for one. Or you can do the creative outside of the box. Lhead2018 on Reddit says this is a turn 7 one-turn kill, and all it requires are these 5 cards put into play. And it's quite a fun one. It relies on this Maui shark and its ability wayfinding that says whenever you play an action, gain 1 lord. What action can you play over and over and over again? It's the new Sing Together song card, Nothing We Don't Do, that says ready all of your characters for the rest of this turn. They take no damage from challenges and they can't quest. So you sing it and then you're going to be able to need to get it back. And you can get it back with Maui Half Shark's first ability, Chi-Hu, that says whenever this character challenges another character, you may return an action card from your discard to your hand. So you'll be able to keep returning the Nothing We Don't Do action card back to your hand and playing it again. But you might be saying, surely I won't have 20 challenges to do. That's where these other cards come in with the Patch, the Record Player, and the Nani. If you use Patch's Bark ability to give -2 strength to a chosen character, and you use Nani's ability, I am so sorry, to pay 2 ink to give character -1 strength until the start of your next turn, and use the Record Player card for whenever you play a song, you get to give -2 strength until the start of your next turn to chosen character. You can have Maui Shark do a challenge for effectively 0 strength and take back 0 damage. But each time Maui Shark challenges, you're able to get back the Nothing We Don't Do song card. And then you can sing it with Patch and Nani because their total sing together cost is 8 or more. If you see your opponent playing a Patch or Nani, you better believe that they're going for this OTK. This post asks if the rotation is too aggressive. Every 4th set is only core constructed legal for 15 months. Someone likes counting days, and I hope it's not just me. This Reddit post breaks down how long Disney Lorcana sets have in the core constructed format before they rotate. You can see that every first set gets to be about 24 months in the core constructed format, or as I like to call it, 2 years. But every 4th set only stays in core constructed for 15 months. That's skibbity, to say the least. This is pretty normal for a healthy game. I come from Pokemon cards, and I'm used to cards getting rotated out and lasting about 2 years. So I like this a lot. But at first glance, you might be saying, oh, 15 months, that's a bummer. I don't want to buy the 4th set. I want to buy the first set a whole bunch and not so much of the 4th set. But what if instead of buying the cards you want, you just focus on the friends you make along the way? What dictates a dreamborn? This post written by Shy Guy, a Ninja fan, wrote up a few paragraphs about why he thinks some characters are dreamborn and others are floodborn. One of the best answers in the comment sections was that storyborn is how the character is in their source material, and dreamborn is the realization of a character's wish, ambition, or alternate ending of the source material. But floodborn is where everything goes out the window. That can be totally unpredictable and extraordinary. But you know what's really extraordinary? These prismatic defender sleeves. These are holographic card sleeves. that you can bling out your entire deck for a fraction of the price of an enchanted just by putting in these sleeves. You can use code READYSETINK on the Prismatic Defender webpage to get 15% off. On Facebook, Lumiere goes silly, and it's still not in the app. Gary Burns says that hopefully this was just an issue with the app and didn't get printed like this, but currently the Lumiere shows as not having ward on the non-English versions of the card. So we revealed this English card, but it has two keywords. It has evasive and ward, but all the other different language variations of this card don't have the ward keyword. And the English version has one lore, but in the app it's showing the shadow of two lores. Ooh, what could this mean? They removed it from the app. But if you go to the official Disney Lorcana webpage, linked in the description of this video, you can see the final iteration of the Lumiere is just evasive and quest for 2. It's quite interesting that the app could have the different shadows and stuff. Like the app just pulls live text reading from something else. Like these aren't images, these are live cards that they could just change. Holy crimpers, Batman. Jason on Facebook says, was Azurite C quality control just really bad? Out of the few boxes I opened, I got a ton of crimp cards. And when he says a ton of crimp cards, you gotta check this out. This is a stack of at least 50 of these things. And all of them are crimped. I think that crimping could be an easily replicatable error. But jeepers, if you open up this many crimps, like I've paid up to like $5 for a crimp card just to have one in my collection. It's kind of cool to see, but to see so many in one place, that's kind of cool. Last week we saw top 4 split a playmat, but now they're getting even more creative. That's right, this is a top 8 that split the playmat physically into 8 different ways. And not all of these are created equally, like this one that has the Lorcana logo. Like I'd probably prefer that rather than Hiro Hamada's nose. Like the Arcasia's Island playmat is way cooler than this one with just an index finger on it. It's a fun way to celebrate with your friends. This post from Lorcana Player says that all 204 out of the 204 Reign of Jafar cards have been revealed. You can read most all of them now in the official Disney Lorcana app. And study up for your sealed games coming up with the release of Reign of Jafar. This post from Hector is asking if this is Arcasia's hands. We can see this new enchanted that was revealed, It Means No Worries, has these 2 hands holding up some kind of special orb, showing off these Lion King characters. But whose hands could this be? Is it Arcasia, the Lumiere that we met in the last set? Is it the mysterious curator whose lore we don't know a whole lot about? Is it you, the Lumineer's hands, holding this orb? Or is it the friends that you make along the way's hands? Luckily, we got an answer. The artist of this card, Ian McDonald, confirms that it is indeed Rafiki's hands. Ian McDonald says, hey, it's Rafiki's hands. He's holding up a sort of globe/sun that all the characters are in. It's easier to tell in the full art. Drop the full art, Ian. There's a judge test, not an official judge test, but there is a judge test. This comes from a tweet. This is a community-built and community-driven platform, exam.lorcanatcg.com. I went to this website and checked it out a little bit. After I signed up, they sent me a link to the judge exam to my email, which I promptly ignored. Maybe I'll go do that now. It's great to see the community doing community things together. Steadfast looks like he's in the business of making some enemies. He posted this meme that says the evolution of the trash icon, and you see that in 2025. It's the Amber Sapphire is literally the lowest represented tier of the 15 different ink combinations, and it's getting kicked while it's down. For our meta report, there's just so much to be excited for the future at Disney Lorcana. These dual ink cards are really going to make those underrepresented decks like Amber Sapphire do a little bit better. Not a whole lot better, just a little bit better. I'm so excited to play more Disney Lorcana. There was a pretty fun, interesting card rulings, card quiz thing that went on this week. I found the post over on Reddit, but you can also find this on the Lorcana Rulebook Quiz Discord. It features this character, Cogsworth, the talking clock, and a whole bunch of different setup. But you can see from this screenshot that this question isn't as easy as it looks. Only 35% of the people that answered got the question correct. I'll leave the link to it in the description, but the basic thing that you gotta know is that you can't have two of the same abilities. They don't stack. Only abilities with the plus keyword stack. Like Ward, Evasive, and Reckless don't stack. Keywords that don't have the plus number on them or negative number on them cannot stack. So things like Challenger and Resist can stack. This comes from the comprehensive rules document 10.1.1 that says keyword ability is provided an ability to the character based on that word. Some abilities stack or combine. These abilities are followed by a plus N. A keyword ability that does not have a plus N does not stack with other effects that provide that keyword. The example that they give, if you have a character with support and an effect gives that character support, only the first instance of that keyword applies. However, if the keywords were resist +1 and resist +2, the abilities would stack and the character would have resist +3. So what this question is basically saying, like, Cogsworth has reckless 2 times and then he loses reckless. Does he have reckless because 1 sticks around? And the answer is no, because it doesn't. You never have 2 recklesses, you only have 1 reckless. And it's a fun little rule bit quiz. So now we all know more about the rules of the game. If you like this video, make sure to smash the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 1 million subscribers. If you have any Lorcana alerts that you want me to know about, email me at lorcana707@gmail.com. Ready, Set, Inc. is now over 1,848 subscribers.